Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. You may notice we are in Torzag's shelter. We carried over from the other side of the world. Literally nothing happened other than, I guess that's factually incorrect. We went through the gate, we dropped off 80 oil because that's needed to expand the lay gate to be able to go through with beasts of burden. So we did that. We still need to grab crap tons of iron. I think it's like 160 or like 120. It's a crazy amount of iron. We need spectral residue 50, which I have like 3. And then I think I need 20 silver as well, which honestly, even though it's crazy expensive, probably won't be as hard to procure as the crazy amount of iron. Honestly, the spectral residue is probably going to be the hardest part. But we went to the Crimson Gate, dropped off some oil there. We went back to Torzag's shelter, dropped off some stuff for some people, and now we're here. So we're going to try... The plan today is to head over to the Forsaken Colony. Oh, that is something that I did, is I went back and I looked up the stuff that I could deliver to the ogres there to try and boost my reputation with them, just to figure out what their whole thing is about. They got some grain, they wanted some dried fruit, they wanted some salt, and there was like, oh yeah, 25 mushrooms and then 200 supplies. I figured I could just observe what kind of supplies I have at the time. But this is all for Lumen, and then the rest of the stuff is to deliver to the ogres at the Forsaken Colony. And then we'll go to Larnak Beyond. And then I might do a little bit of trading for Tectum Carvos off camera to try and push Elani's storyline along. So a couple people in the comments pointed out that I have not really helped Tectum Carvos for like 3 to 4 years. It's been a crazy amount of time since I learned about the worms, and that poor town has just been fending for themselves like most of the time on their own. We might pick up a bunch of obsidian at like the Drusian quarry if we can, because that would help out Tectum Carvos as well. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, we're gonna try and do Ren's quest today, or at least see how far we can get towards Ren's quest. We would like to explore the city, go for a stroll. An excursion into the notorious undercity of Torzag's leads you to an inn where you have a couple of drinks. Upon leaving the establishment, a group of wraiths sidles up to you with wide smiles displaying pointed teeth. They tell you that they are city guides and that they hear a lot of interesting gossip. I don't care. Let's go to... Is it the... I never remember where the Bestiaris arena is. Here you go. Let's continue to push this along. Yeah, so enter the arena. We are fighting a small herd of tamed Yerg. We will use everybody but Elani. I feel like Elani might be okay fighting the Yerg. Oh, that's right. It's only 4 people anyway. So you guys are good. I think Elani might be okay fighting against the Yerg. Holy God! I've never seen a warrior covered in red paint. Anyway. There we go. The usual 4 suspects. Alright, Krifta goes first. I wonder... I think we should try to kill the workers first, because they're weaker. Double up on the fireball. Oh, they blocked one of them. Haha, you missed me, nerd. And then go ahead and give Nadir another attack. You missed me again. Oh my lord. I didn't know you could acid spit. Well, I killed your friend, so now what? Scornar, you shoot that guy. And then, I mean, everybody should just focus fire. Don't get cute with it. We're not doing enough damage to try and kill this one and damage the other one anyway. Oh, good shot with the fireball there. The blade arms. That's not too bad. Scornar can't do much in this position. So, I think I'm gonna pass. Oh, crit for 8. At the very least, Skornar can build up energy and then he can double move somebody. Maybe Gor'Goro so you can try and recover some health. Another crit is awesome. And there he goes. There he goes. The crowd goes wild. Ooh, we got a lot of money. Oh, yes! Yes! It's been years since I've been fighting in this dang arena. The slave attendants approach you with a special offer. You are drawn aside and told the master of this establishment has noticed you and wishes to speak to you privately. He seems to have an interesting offer for you. Maybe we won't do Ren's quest today. Maybe we will do Gor'Goro's instead. Accept the invitation. You are led high above the fighting pit into a chamber that is on the topmost floor of a tower attached to the cave wall next to the bestiaris. The room is decorated lavishly with beast trophies, stuffed and otherwise preserved creatures, weird skeletons, and other oddities. There is plenty of silverware too. A middle-aged man in a lean robe of red and silver is standing on a balcony opening from the room. You step outside and admire the view. Below is the fighting pit with its currently empty spectator stands, and beyond is the civic and temple district, sprawling under the roof villas of the truly rich. Greetings, Vagrus. The man turns to you with a polite smile. He introduces himself as Maldarian, master of the Bestiaris Arena. I hope you'll forgive me for dragging you up here, but I have noticed some of your more intriguing victories and wanted to tell you in person how impressed I am. For someone who is not a lanista by profession, it is quite a feat. Perhaps you would be interested in a special fight I am trying to set up. You consider his offer. Before you answer, do know that this is more of a standing offer than anything else. If you feel like it, I can get you something worth your precious time. Crowds love that, and many have been following your path to glory in the pit, so they are certainly looking forward to a great fight. You win, they win, I win. At least I hope you win. The creatures in question are made of crystal and quite imposing. Oh, I've fought these guys before. This isn't going to be that bad. Normally you would not be able to transport them, but a kind of friend of mine, the Crystalmancer persuasion, came up with a method of keeping them alive outside of the Kalari to the northwest. A pair of them are awaiting a messy end. He pats you on the shoulder in a friendly fashion, at the same time signaling you it is time to leave. Get out. He accompanies you to the room's large door where the attendant is waiting obediently. Make sure you let my staff know in advance if you accept and are willing to step into the arena against the crystal monsters. Take as long as you like, and if all goes well, who knows? Apart from a victor's fee, I might find work that suits your occupation better than pits. You take a last look at the trophies and ask Maldarian why he started this business. Sure, I'm kinda curious, I guess. He glances over at the trophies and curios covering his walls. I am intrigued by the greatest mystery of our time, he says casually. The calamity, how it happened, what exactly happened, how it could change life forms so drastically and so quickly, even through arcane and thaumaturgical means. It's astounding. In short, my goal is to observe and study the mutations and alterations that unleashed magic caused inside living creatures. My firm belief is that by doing so, I can get closer to unlocking the secrets of the cataclysm that changed our world. There's a dramatic pause that tells you the mild-mannered Maldarian has recited this countless times. Yet one has to fund such endeavors as well as secure a quality of life suitable for demanding research, you see. And it occurred to me, if I wish to keep and dissect dangerous creatures to study them, why not have others butcher them and get paid in the process? He flashes that polite smile. It makes sense, does it not? As for how successful these efforts have proven, well, that is a tale for another time, perhaps. That's actually kind of interesting because back in the Roman Colosseum days, there was like a famous surgeon who you weren't allowed to like cut people open for obvious reasons. But because people got hacked apart in the Colosseum, he got to like poke around in their remains, and that's how like he learned about anatomy. It was very kind of interesting. I forget the name. Somebody in the comments will tell me. Anyway, tell him you consider his offer and take your leave. Let's leave the arena for now. I would love to do that right now, so let's go ahead. Do we have any supplies? I own 2. This is 120% of the local price. I think we could get that from the alchemist cheaper, perhaps? Heal Gor'Goro twice, 3 times, and then Nadir once. Now we are ready. Leave the infirmary, back to the Bestiaris arena. Try to defeat Maldarian's challenge. You inform Maldarian's slave attendants that you are up for their master's challenge. The word is spread and a sizable crowd begins to congregate on the spectators' stands. Many more will come to witness the grand battle in the Bestiaris arena. Prepare for the fight. By the time your companions have sharpened their blades and warmed up their muscles, the crowd is chanting their names, and yours. 24 slave attendants move a large cargo under a dusty linen cover through the gate across the pit using carts, and leave them in the middle. As your gate opens, Maldarian stands up and motions towards the covered-up heap wordlessly as the crowd stares at it wide-eyed. After a moment's silence, the things under the sheets begin to crack and move. They divide into 2 bulky forms, and moving to either side, tear off the cover, revealing gigantic humanoid crystal creatures. A strange pale light seems to move inside their glass-like bodies. Maldarian gestures again, and the creatures turn towards you with a murderous glint in their eye, where their eyes should be. Enter the arena. Oh, we get to take 5 people this time. Okay, so Gor'Goro. Don't put Nadir on her own. Harvick, you can hang out there. Krifta, and then Skornar. I'm tempted to bring Garrick, but I think Harvick will do better on his own. Holy hell, you are huge. I don't know if I've ever seen one that big. Maybe I have. I don't know. Begin fight. All right, so let's give Nadir double attack. I don't know. Are you guys weak to fire? I hope you are. 60%? Man, if I had the electric mage, that would have been great. They are weak to magic, though. So maybe that cancels out the fire resistance. We'll see. Go ahead. Oops. Oops. Wrong guy. I was going to try and shoot the blue guy, but... Or the red guy. Let's try and take the red guy out still. Double up the fireball. That's not great. It's better than not being able to wound them, but it's still not great. Oh, he can throw fire back! It's a battle of fireness. That probably means I can't burn that guy, so we'll continue to burn the blue dude. I doubt you can be bled, being made out of a rock. Continue to attack. Gor'Goro, please kill this red man. Now, the question is, do we try to kill him with... Well, actually... He does have fire, but he's even more weak to magic. Oops. We didn't get him. He did throw fire back, and it didn't actually hurt me this time. Harvick is just getting absolutely pummeled. Continue killing this guy. Harvick, go ahead and finish this dude off. Thank you. And then everybody go to town on the blue dude. The blue man group. I guess he's just one, though, so... Oh, he blocked it. He hates Harvick. Alright, we've finished him off. Thank you, Harvick, for tanking all the blue man's damage. Accept my most sincere congratulations, Vagrus, Maldarian says as you are ushered into his quarters at the top of his tower overlooking the Bestiaris arena. This is, of course, some time after you lead your victorious companions out of the fighting pit amidst thunderous applause and chanting. Sit down for a bit and tend to everyone's wounds, especially Harvick's. It is most compelling sight, this fight of yours, the master of the arena confides you. So much so that I cannot recall anything like it in recent memory. The 2 of you watch as slave attendants keep carrying shards of crystal into the chamber, placing each sackful on a large table. Well, I must get back to work, you understand, Maldarian says with a polite smile, turning to you, but I wanted to give you something to go with the title of Champion of the Bestiaris Arena, apart from your due reward, of course. He motions to a slave who hands you a small black pouch. Inside are several silver coins and a bronze pendant with a green gemstone. It is of my own making, Maldarian indicates the tiny arcane glyphs engraved on the medallion. May it protect your brave fighters. Farewell. You take your leave. Cool. So what happens if I just visit him? Oh, we got a bunch of... Oh, amulet of protection? Sick. Ask him about his research. Ask him about the rare beasts in his pens. We will leave the arena. We can't talk to Gor'Goro about that anymore. So maybe we should go to... Well, we used all of our movement in that fight. So let's go to the inn. Though those aren't where we're headed, so... Go to the inn, let's rest up, talk to Gor'Goro, ask him about... Or discuss our victories in the arena. Discuss your victory... I thought I did discuss this with him. Anyway, discuss your victory in the Pandemonium Arena. You spend some time discussing the details of the fights and how you achieve victory with your gladiators over the enemy in that particular tournament. Talk about other victories. Discuss your victory in the Bestiaris Arena. We did that. He now thinks that you have enough relevant experience. You've proven yourself several times over as a talented lanista, Vagrus, the mighty orc says with palpable respect. If you're still interested in challenging Crag-Gron, I would be honored. Discuss how to go about the challenge now. 6 insight, holy cow. Gor'Goro explains that Crag-Gorn is a veteran warrior and that his pride and fame will not let him back down from a challenge issued by his kin. But I don't just want to beat his ass. I would have done that any time, any place, to be honest. Sure, Crag-Gorn is not to be underestimated, but even in his prime, I could defeat him. Now, the orc warrior's thoughts trail off. You ask him how he wants to go about it then. I want to make it stand out, draw attention, you know, and I think I know just the right place for it. The Arena Maximus of Torzag Shelter, easily the largest and most well-known in the region. What do you say? After you tell him that would indeed be an exquisite display, he laughs heartily. Ha 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 ha. Right, but I need you to set it up. I'll chip in for sure, but they won't allow me to do this myself in the Maximus. Let's just say I have a colorful history in that arena. But with the backing of a prominent Vagrus, doors will open for sure. And if we play this right, you could recoup some of the losses too. Okay. Where do we go? And rent the max... Oh, that's not a problem. I have so much money, sir. Do I have anything to give him? I sure don't. Okay. Let's end chatting. Can I upgrade him now? Has he been sufficiently upgraded? Upgradable? We sure can. So, we need to get... Sunder is like his go-to. But we can't upgrade that until he gets prowess 6, which we can't reach. So, let's look at these. Die Hard is not... I mean, it's good, but I don't like leaving things to chance. Doctor! Oh, he's not a doctor. Doctore! I don't know. Accuracy, power, and all resistance. Fearless, immune to fear, meh. Vitality and evade is interesting. Juggernaut, ooh, I like block and even more vitality. That requires tough 3. So let's get tough 3 and the Juggernaut. And then that would require tough 5. Resolute's okay. Thick Skull would be kind of cool. And then Weapons Master is great. More accuracy. I do like Doctore, if that's how you say that. And what do you got? You got 13 proficiency left. This costs 9 proficiency, but for some reason I can't pick that. I don't know why. So maybe we get just Gladiator, boost Gor'Goro's vitality like crazy. And then set up for like a improve... Oh, Mighty Swing is the one I'd barely ever use. Brutal Charge would be nice, but we've already gone past the proficiency. So maybe just like more Mighty would be good. And now we've used all the proficiency there is. Looks good. Okay. I'm pleased that we can finally upgrade Gor'Goro. Now, so we have an Amulet of Protection already on Gor'Goro. Maybe we should add another Amulet of Protection to... Yeah, to Skornar? We have 3 Amulets of Protection? I think that's better than the Smoldering Heart. Like, the fire resistance is cool, but this gives you more vitality and gives you all resistances, and then there's just no frenzy bonus. So I think I'll just do Amulet of Protection on on Skornar as well. Like, frontline tanks, pretty good. And then we should do that for Eilani as well. Bloodstone, Vitality, Bleed, and Poison Resistance. And then the Talisman of Divine Rage. It's not really, like, her thing, so I think we'll swap that. Just get more Vitality and all resistance. And then the Bloodstone is pretty good. And then we could, if I remember, we could swap that out for the Fire one, but I'll leave it at that for now. Okay, now we need to end the day. Normal. We are hungry. That's because we are not eating. Oops. Okay, good job, team. Let's go back to the city. And now we must go. Can we go to go to the Arena Maximus? Sure can. Gor'Goro and you wish to rent the Arena Maximus for a challenge fight. After you announce your intentions of renting the arena, you are taken to the editors of this place. Their office is a spacious chamber with a balcony overlooking the fighting pit, with most of the city in the background. They introduce themselves as Tadius and Karndar, an elderly liberated slave with a long beard and an aging orc dressed in an imperial toga, respectively. You bring honor, warrior, Karndar tells Gor'Goro, who accompanied you here. Your companion bows his head in respect, and Tadius invites you to sit and talk. The two of you then outline the proposition, a challenge to the warlord Crag-Gorn and the subsequent showdown between him and Gor'Goro, which would certainly draw a large crowd in the city. What follows is a lengthy negotiation of price. It is still quite a huge risk, you see, Tadius concludes, and so we need money up front. Standard procedure, I'm sure you understand. Upon hearing the exorbitant sum they ask for, Gor'Goro groans and grumbles, but eventually relents. He can pay most of it, but asks you to chip in. In return, you keep all the profits we gain, he whispers to you, and you can bet on me to get some extra. What say you, Vagrus? Pay for the Arena Maximus event now. Yeah, let's. That 100 is nothing. I've paid that in road taxes. Once the money is paid, Tadius and Karndar toast you with fine wine and express their desire to get the spectacle organized as soon as possible. Gor'Goro has them send in an official challenge to Crag-Gorn in his name, who will have to accept it, partly because of not wishing to lose face, but mostly because of orcish traditions involving personal duels and honor. He has a month to respond as is tradition, otherwise his honor is forfeit. Karndar announces once the scribe leaves with written and sealed message. We can leave now, Vagrus, and return to the shelter later. By the time we do, I'm sure Crag-Gorn will already be in the city. You take your leave of the editors. Okay, so we will have to come back. Wait for him to... Okay, so I guess we'll leave and then come back. So we'll go do what I intended to today. We probably won't, actually be able to move it along, but we'll head out of the city, head to Lumen, and then try to help Ren with his quest. And yeah, we'll come back to Torzeg's shelter and hopefully finish off Gor'Goro's questline. That happened all of a sudden. I felt like I wasn't making any progress for a very long time. And then all of a sudden we were making all the progress. So that's fun. Continue onward. Use our movement. Yeah, it's fine. It's really nice to have at least gained one level of upgrade for Gor'Goro. Now all of our frontline tanks, with the exception of Eilani, have been upgraded at least once. So that's good. That's why I would like to do a little bit of the Tectum Carvos off camera, just to get her in a better situation, because she's been level, I guess level 3 for a long time. The most upgraded you can be without actually upgrading. Offer to buy the slaves, try to negotiate a lower price, no deal. That is the way to get out of that one without making anybody in your group upset. Turn these two in. This is for Larnak. We still have 32 days to get there, so I'm not super concerned about that. Now, do we have anything? These aren't gonna fly. We could take this to Larnak, 21 days. How many days is it gonna take us to get to, it'll take us 8 days to get there. Probably a couple days to get down here, and then up there. It'll be close, but I think we can do this. So let's take that. Flagatus Bridge, are you kidding me? Alright, that's as much as we can do. Let's see about... Let's just take as... I know it's expensive, but let's buy as many extra supplies as we can, just because I'd like to give the ogres some supplies from my stores. But, yeah. Exchange. Miners looking for work, going to the Drusian Quarry. We will be going to the Drusian Quarry, because that's, like, on the way, and it's only 2 days away, so I think we will grab them as we leave. And I will keep... I got into a discussion with this in the comments and then also on the Discord about selling and buying your beasts of burden. So, like, you lose, you know, 2 and a bit bros every time you buy and sell a beast of burden, but you're also saving some money on the supplies and then also the crew, which we have way too many of right now anyway. Also the crew that is required to, like, run the beast of burden. But I think I'll hold on to it right now, because I would like to pick up obsidian in the Drusian Quarry to take to Tectum Carvos. So we'll hold on to that guy. We do need to rest, so let's go ahead and do that. Looks good. We don't have any movement, so we don't want to send our guys out to work. Harvick's still recovering from being pummeled in the arena. And then we'll... Oh, I forgot to grab the miners. You guys come with me. All right, now we have the miners. It's kind of like charity, because they were only offering me, like... Let's go this way. They were only offering me, like, less than a bros to bring them to the Drusian Quarry, but I think we should get there in 2 days. Okay, we can't drop down to the 50%. It's a little cheeky when I can get away with that. All right, 2.5 days, it looks like. Let's go down here. Rest again. Harvick's still recovering. He's not really on the A team, so it's not a big deal. The miners have been dropped off. They have very little in the way of supplies here, but we might as well fill out the stack that we have and then go ahead and get just, like, all the stacks of obsidian. Like that. I think that makes sense. Anybody want to come with me to Larnak? The Acolytes of Oscul, it's still really... I don't think it makes sense to bring them along. Because, like, unless I wanted... Gross. Can I lure you away with, like... Oh, it's beast lures. I thought they were undead. Apparently not. Defend equally. Mount up as many fighters as you can. And we're at 84 and 12. So, honestly, let's save our vigor as much as we can. A scout got himself wounded. They are retreating. We pursue. We have murdered all of them. I hope my scout is able to be healed. Ah, he died on me. We did get some moon dust out of it. Maybe I should have, like, 4 scouts on me at all times. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder if it lets me mount my fighters during the fight and then put them back as horses when we leave. Because I think it was pretty critical that we have horses to carry all of the supplies that we have, I think. How are we doing? We have 14 days of supplies. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll have to keep feeding at 100%. We could like kind of get a little cheeky with it and alternate, or try to alternate maybe. Check the water. Ah, rats. Well, there are worse things, I guess. Go ahead and rest. Yeah, let's try to alternate a bit. Send our dude. Oh, you guys have no chance to forage. That's kind of surprising. There is a chance to hunt. Didn't work. And we're close to the Forsaken Colony. So let's roll up in here, do our trading, and then we'll get ready to help Ren out. All right, in we go. Valley of the Mines. Visit the Ogre Colony. Yeah, so let's trade 200 supplies. Oh. I thought, oh, you can do that as much as you want. Oh, I thought they were all on a time limit. Only the dried fruit and salt are on a time limit. That's interesting. So we could have brought as many mushrooms and grain as we wanted. Good to know now. But we did get more trust with them, so that's fun. Holy, we're all the way up to level 6? Ask what they need, and oh, we already asked about that. We could ask about the ogres. We could ask about Archon. We need to get up to 9 trust to be able to ask about how they got here and what they are doing. So let's pause the episode here. We'll talk to the ogres next time, and then we'll actually go down here and try to help Ren find the ruins of Fort Solcaris and try to push his lifesteal quest along. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.